Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys have all had a good week and got an exciting weekend planned. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Obviously we've broken back above this critical resistance area, forming a sorts of a bull flag. I think it is very good. We're managing to hold above 10,600 as of yet, and that's not to say this won't happen. We've had no real test back into, well, sub 10,500. Which obviously will be a big test, and we do realistically need to hold this area. Obviously we've got the weekend coming, so we don't want to break below this level today in this actual proper trading day, and then have the weekend just play downside potentially. We want to hold this area and then just place this sort of range out this weekend. So that would be the ideal scenario. Obviously, you know, it all comes down to the stock markets and the dollar, and obviously we might end up with a Friday markup. Stock markets are looking a bit dicey, so maybe there'll be some attempt to prop those up a bit into the weekly closes to kind of paint the tape a bit, and that could benefit. Well, if that's all they're doing is painting the tape, it could benefit Bitcoin in the short term and over this weekend. So we'll have to see how stock markets do. We'll just have a look at how the futures are doing at the moment, and as you can see, down a little bit this morning, but yeah, still obviously within the context of this downtrend. So a long way away from breaking above basically around 33, which would get us looking quite well, get us looking like a potential move up to well the 34s and beyond. But yeah, at the moment selling off a little bit this morning. Let's have a look at that DXY holding there or thereabouts. Let's have a look at it on that on the daily I meant to go to. Have a look at it on the daily. Yeah, pretty bearish-ish candle yesterday. Not massively bearish, but bit of indecision up here. And I mean, you guys know what I was saying about just the range of the moves. Suggests we're going to play some downside. Downside doesn't have to be far. And we could play it even sideways, but I mean, ideal world, we can get down to low 93s and then see how we react with that area. But clearly you could be calling this a bull flag, and we could be breaking up again. We'll look at this on the 4 hour. Yeah, just let me just check those moving averages on the daily. You can see we're pretty extended away from the daily 21. So is that going to suck us back in for a retest, or are we just going straight for the daily 200? Yeah, obviously, you know my views. I think things are getting a bit more dire in the US, and I think obviously we had that eruption over the Supreme Court judge that died. And that may be subsiding now. That may be been a bit of a flash in the pan, and maybe that is going to blow over, and then the guys can get down to stimulating the American public that are obviously struggling at the moment. So yeah, maybe we have got that to look forward to, and maybe that is going to pump down, and maybe that is responsible partly for this move up we had going on here. So back to, whilst we're on here, we'll have a look at gold and silver. Yeah, gold just there or thereabouts at the moment, hanging in, looking like it's trying to make a bounce, but obviously we have got a lot more room to run to the downside, if we so choose. Silver, pretty much a similar chart as well. Let's also look whilst we're here at Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum holding nicely above that horizontal we've got drawn in. So can we push on from here, or are we going to lose it and come and test this trend line? Obviously this will depend on Bitcoin. So Ethereum again, Ethereum Bitcoin here. As you can see, Ethereum Bitcoin is the one that is looking the weakest here. And yeah, coming back in for a test of this trend, of this horizontal, and I mean, we could see further downside in the Bitcoin pairing, which that could very easily coincide with a pump up in Bitcoin. But obviously Ethereum was up more than Bitcoin yesterday with the move up, so yeah. Right, so let's have a look at the 12 hour. The 12-hour 9, as you can see, nicely bounced price. I mean, yeah, realistically, 10A, 11K, this is where we need to get above. Getting above 11,000, well, where did we wick up to? Well, on a closure basis, really, yeah, we'll just call it 11,200 is the target. Get above 11,200. Well, it's not a target, it's a target to get above. We don't want to get that and retrace. But yeah, get above 11,200 and we are looking good. I'm aware that that is quite far away from the price at the moment, but it's not as far away as it was yesterday at some point. So yeah, can we see more continuation on this to the upside? I mean, realistically, like I'm saying, the weekend's coming in. If we can hold this zone here, then I do think that'll be good, and that will help with some of our larger time frame oscillators also. Speaking of which, let's look at those 4-hour stochastics. 4-hour stochastic is looking quite strong here. So maybe this is indicating we are going to fully and formally test that 10.6 to 10.5 area, see if we can get supported there. 10-hour moving up nicely, 12-hour moving up, still obviously 10-hour and 12-hour still at a low read, a low area, but obviously going in the right direction. Daily still coming down. 2-day is still pointing up, but obviously you can see it looking like it wants to turn around. 3-day pointing up, and 5-day looking like it's starting to curtail that down movement, but we're not obviously seeing that on the weekly. So yeah, kind of looking like, well, in all fairness, you would expect Bitcoin to want to, just price action generally wise, to actually want to test this area as support, to see the conviction of the bulls, see the conviction of the bears in this area after this move. And yeah, I mean, we could lose that support, and then that would obviously look particularly bearish. So yeah, I've obviously got to bear that in mind, but or we could get supported there, and that would look quite bullish for playing out this range and having a go at breaking back up. But obviously I can't really say what I think will be the most likely when we test it. But yeah, because yeah, realistically, are we forming a sort of a pennant here in Bitcoin? Let's see if we can draw it on. You guys know that I don't like messing the charts up quite so much, but I mean, is that a better one that we faked out underneath? Maybe this is the better area to draw it. We'll leave this on for the time being. See how it looks, see how we interact with this level. This level is obviously going to potentially coincide with this horizontal also. So maybe this will be a good rejection point. No rejection point is good. We don't want any of them. They're all bad. But yeah, maybe this will be a rejection point. But yeah, again, just for a test of this as support again. And then yeah, just realistically playing out this range is what I am looking for as an ideal scenario for Bitcoin whilst we build up the steam to get back above 11k. And then we are back into this zone where we well, everything is basically is unicorns and rainbows, and yeah, everything is fantastic. Yeah, just obviously the DXY I think is going to be critical. If this does start to move down again, I think very quickly Bitcoin, gold and silver will start to move up along with stock markets also. So all eyes on this. Is this a local high here? Is this a local high? Are we going to come down? Are we only going to come down to just sub 94s? Are we going to come down to 93s? Or are we going to get some stimulus and that's absolutely capitulate? Who knows, guys? We'll all find out together, but not over the weekend, either today or we'll have to wait till Monday. So yeah, that is it, guys. Again, happy Friday, and yeah, I will speak to you guys later on this evening.